Hello, you're welcome to another episode of Thought Central with Uche. My name is Uche Akolas. Thought Central with Uche, as you know, is a program that is centered around life related issues which are designed to inspire positive change by changing the narrative from my little corner. And I consider this change of narrative a process. Um, if you're new to my channel, I'd like you to subscribe to my channel. I'm growing this channel and I am relying on you to do that. Also type on the notification bell just for you to know when I post new videos. All right, I am sharing meaningful content. I am sharing meaningful and valuable tips on this channel. So have you done that? Have you subscribed to the channel? Have you turned the notification bell? It's somewhere down below this video. Yes. Have you seen it? The little tiny bell. Good. And the subscription button. Could you just tap on it for me? Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so today I'll be talking about something that is very peculiar to single people in relation to marriage. I'm a single person. And this is one thing that I have seen play out in, so many times among my friends and people I know. Okay, and if you follow me closely, you will get to know what I'm talking about. And I think it's a Nigerian thing or an African thing because we are very deep in culture. Nigeria is a very cultural country. We believe so much in culture, tribe, and all of that, right? And we see a situation where young people want to get married, and because one of the individuals is from a certain tribe, the family of the lady or the guy disapproves of such relationship or marriage. And I see this played out so many times. So this something happened. So I had a conversation with my mom in this regard sometime in 2011. Yes, 2011, after I finished my youth service, just a few months after I had finished my youth service. So during my youth service, just like 3 days to passing out, to concluding my youth service, this young man called me from the blues, and he was a call member, right? Those call members, we call those call members, they'll be working in some other place and dashing NYSC Dialawi, right? Good, he fell in that category. So 2 or 3 days to our passing out in 2011, he called me from the blues and we started talking. I don't know where he got my number from, but we started talking. And the conversation was quite interesting, I must say. And we finished youth service, we continued our conversation. And he would call me, we'd talk, be on phone for long hours. So my mom noticed, my darling mother noticed that there was a particular, guy that was always calling me, and I was be on the phone for long hours. Mothers and how they can do their amiable. So she asked me one day, who is this man that is calling you? What is he? What does he do for a living? Where does he come from? And all of those questions, right? So I told her where the guy, came from and what he was doing for a living. First of all, my mom had a shock because for her it was a red flag. So the guy happens to be from Akwa Ibom State, Uyo to be precise. And in Igbo land, there's a way we address such people. We call them mom, they mom. I think it's because of their dialect, right? So people from Calabar and Cross River, Igbos refer to them as Ndemo. Any Igbo person will relate to this. So my mom was like, you want to marry Onyemo? I was just enjoying the whole thing. So she now asked, okay, so where does he worship? Is he a Christian? Is he a born again Christian? I said, okay, mom, he worships in this particular denomination. I'm not going to mention the name of the denomination, but by the time I describe or give you a clue, I'm sure you'll be able to identify the denomination I'm talking about. So the denomination is two words. First letter of the first word starts with J. J for Jesus. And the first letter for the second word begins with W. W for window. They don't sing national anthem and they don't believe in voting. I guess that's enough clue. So that's where he worships. My mom was gums, smacked, and she said, no way, those people are going to make you hate your parents, hate me, hate your siblings. There's no way you're going to get married to that kind of person. And she said, okay, another thing, these people from Akwa Ibom, they're so diabolic and all of that, yada yada. I was like, Mommy, there is no tribe that it has the monopoly of being diabolic or being evil. There's no country, even in Woland, there are people that do all this jazz and are diabolic. My mom didn't want to hear that one. To be honest, I was just enjoying the whole conversation because I was picking her brain. I was pulling her nose, pulling her head, pulling her hands, everything, pulling her legs, joy. So my mom was like, Uche, Daddy, you can't do this. You cannot do this. Uche, don't do this. I know I hear what as the coconut head I am. I said, Mommy, but what if I decide to marry him? My mom said, no, God forbid. She will not be alive and that will happen. Well, I tried to take the matter, to another level. And I said, okay, Mommy, what if I meet a guy from South Africa, from Zulu Nation or Zulu tribe, and I want to marry him? And this is God's plan for me. Hey, I look for matter. I look for another trouble. My mom said, how can you leave Nigeria and go to South Africa to marry? I said, Mom, you don't know where love will take me, I had the thing for South Africans, right? It was later on that I started attending Fountain of Life Church and got to meet late Pastor Nomthi Odukoya, God bless her soul. And, but I had a thing for South Africans, as at that time. So, long story short, there was this thing I made my mom understand. I told her, I think that parents should be more concerned about the personalities of the people their children want to get married to. Who is this young man your daughter wants to marry? Who is the young lady your son wants to get married to? It shouldn't be about tribe. Yes, I know that there are cultural differences, there is that language difference, but beyond all of that, it's important for parents and prospective parents to look beyond culture, look beyond tribe, and focus on the tangibles, which is the character of the man your daughter wants to get married to, or the character of the young lady your son wants to marry. That is what parents should be more concerned about. Some time ago, I met this young man who happens to be a Yoruba guy, and I really liked him. So one day we were talking and I asked him, do your parents know that you're dating an Igbo girl? There was something he said to me that was very profound. And he said that his parents trust his sense of judgment. So they're not particular about the tribe of the person he gets married to, but the person herself, the lady herself. I said, okay, that's a good one. So I was opportune to, speak to the mother a couple of times. The first time I spoke with her, she was so warm, so receptive, so sweet. I didn't get the opportunity to speak with his dad or get to meet his dad. But the few occasions I spoke with his mom, the mom was so welcoming, so receptive of me, and so sweet. And That's the thing. You know, as single people in relationship, in courtship, we it's important that we win our parents, heart. It's important that we earn the judgment of our parents so that they know, okay, this my son, as much as I have some reservations about certain tribes in Nigeria, outside the country, um, I know that my son will get it right. I know that my daughter will marry right, will not marry wrong. I know that my daughter is well brought up. I brought up my daughter. I raised my child well. My son, I raised my son or my daughter well. And I know he or she will not make the wrong choice of a marriage partner or a life partner. That is what we need to do as single people. The onus lies on us to earn the respect of our parents in that regard. So that even when you bring the person to them, present your husband to be or your wife to be to them, and they, regardless of their reservations about that person's tribe, they would accept that person based on your sense of judgment, that you have shown that you know what you're doing. Okay, because when your parents are able to trust you that you're going to make a good choice, the issue of tribe will not be, will not even come up. I think so. And over time, I have had this conversation. I had this conversation with my mom in 2011, and sometime in 2016, I went for my cousin's wedding and we came back. I was just in Mopsy, how the whole thing went, and we revisited this same topic, right? And over time, she knows that regardless of where my daughter marries from, I know that she knows what she wants and she's not going to make the wrong choice because she knows what she wants or what she needs. So even if I bring a Zulu prince to my mom tomorrow, and I'm sure that she will bless my marriage, she will bless my union, she will give her blessings to us. So it's important for single people to earn the trust of their parents in respect to who they want to get married to. I know that some families or some parents have reservations about some tribes, and it's also important that you don't just, ignore those concerns, which could be very valid. Find out why they don't like people from certain tribes, right? And if you happen to be dating someone from that tribe or those tribes, then it's important that you ensure that their concerns are taken into cognizance, and you also make them see your fiancé or your fiance or your fiance in a good light. That's where you begin to sell your husband to be or wife to be to your parents. I'm not saying protect her from, if she has bad character or has some flaws that you can't overlook. But regardless of the concerns your parents have, let them see the good part of your fiance. Let them see the good part of your fiance. Okay, so that's the much I have to say regarding this. And I hope you were able to pick a thing or two from this video. Okay, I'd like to know your thoughts on this video. Have you experienced this issue of tribe in your relationship as a single person or as a married lady or a married man? Did you ever encounter this kind of challenge before you got married to your wife or to your husband? I'd like to know your thoughts on this, okay? All right, thank you so much for watching. Please like my video, comment. I'd like to read your thoughts. I'd like to read your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Okay, until I come your way again in the next video, my name is Uche Akomas, and this is Thought Central with Uche. Stay blessed and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.